21st century policing in the inner cities is a relentless battle against violence, weapons, drugs and vice. This makes London, with its 8 million inhabitants, Britain's crime capital. Here, the Met Police have to daily place themselves in the line of fire. Tonight on Brit Cops Frontline Crime, motorbike madness.
Here we go. We've got a crash.
Taking potential drug dealers off the streets.
Oh, whoa. It's got gear on it, coughing.
Routine inquiries spark a domestic.
Not going in handcuffs. No,
What are you doing? Going in handcuffs.
And the drug squad, always on duty, come hell or high water. Nighttime in London brings cover of darkness for some of the country's hardest criminals. Hammersmith and Fulham streets play host to a seedy underworld, and tonight is no exception. Police have spotted 2 mopeds travelling at high speed through the streets of Fulham.
We've got 2 mopeds who've just come down the road at speed, gone past us and failed to stop. Come down at high speed, so we're just going to go down. We're following the area car at the moment.
An area car authorised to pursue is on their tail, and 4 other units are convening to head them off, whatever route they take.
Here we go. We've got a crash.
Location of the crash.
When he gets there, 1 rider's already down. Officers are straight onto the youth. He's conscious and could be dangerous, and so needs to be restrained and fast.
As the bike's come down here, I understand it that this bike's gone into the rear of just an innocent motorist on his motorbike, crashed into the back of it, and obviously the rider's come off and injured himself. So that silly boy, basically.
Sorry.
He's made an admission to the officers that the reason he didn't stop is he doesn't have any insurance. The manner of his driving was extremely dangerous, and he's put other members of the public at risk as well. So a very silly thing to do just for the sake of having no insurance.
Can you breathe all right?
Police at the scene are all trained first aiders, and they do what they can for him while they wait for an ambulance.
I think it could be. I hope it's not broken. I pray to God it's not broken.
At the moment, he's got a leg injury to his left leg. He's complaining of pain around the knee. I've had a good look at it, and we've got him nice and comfortable on the floor. We're not going to move him. We're just making sure that he's comfortable, that he can breathe properly, and we'll let the ambulance crew look at him when they get here.
The innocent motorcyclist who got hit is at least in good spirits.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm okay, don't worry.
He's under arrest at the moment. He will remain in custody, and an officer will travel to hospital with him so that when he's released and he's fit enough to be dealt with, he'll be taken to Hammersmith Police Station and interviewed about this matter.
I'm going to strap your leg up, all right? Just in case.
But the fallen moped rider is paying for his stupidity.
This is the damage that's been caused to the front of the suspect's bike. So that impact, and I think he's very lucky just to have a minor leg injury.
In a nearby estate, there are reports of a man on the loose with a knife. PC's Emma Hastings and Paul Warnes are en route.
Basically, we've had a call through to say that there's a neighbour outside the location armed with a knife, banging on the door. So we're just going to go down there, see what's occurring.
First, the officers have to find the people who made the 999 call. Then, with their help, they can hopefully find the man with the knife.
We're just going to go in, speak to the occupant and find out any more information that we can on this bloke.
The officers find the caller, but far from fearing for his life, he seems very relaxed.
You've not had problems with him before?
No,
for any reason?
He's friendly with us all the time.
Do you know him like to cause problems around this estate or anything?
No, he's just always having a little drink and a spliff.
What the knife look
like? The knife looked like a little sword.
With a good description, the officers head off to find the man. And it's not long before he shows up.
Just stand up for me and put your arms out. Put your hands on the car. There's just been an allegation that you may be in possession of a bladed article, a knife or a sword or something. Have you got anything on you that may harm yourself or me?
No, I haven't. No.
All right, I'm just going to give you a quick pat down, all right?
But this man's story is a little different from the callers.
Do you know what? I just don't like these little heroin heads they're bringing in the block. I've got 6 kids in here, yeah? So I ain't on this little crap that's coming in this block every time.
All right, tell us what's gone on tonight, because we've had an allegation that you may have been walking around the streets with like a knife or a sword.
I hit the door with my fist. Sword? What are you talking about a sword?
What did you hit the door for?
Why?
Yeah.
Because the heroin addicts keep coming in this block.
This guy says he was trying to protect the neighbourhood.
If they want to bring the dirtiness in the block, and my 6 kids are there, what are you trying to tell me? You're trying to... No, I don't need to call you. I'm not no grass. Watch. I'm no grass, yeah? If you need to arrest me for suspicion, have me take me.
But despite his claims of being a vigilante, he may not be entirely squeaky clean.
Check my record, and then you'll see I do all my shit my way.
When was the last time you got arrested?
When was the last time I got arrested? 98, drug dealing.
Have you had a drink or anything tonight?
I've had a couple of brandies, darling.
All right.
There's clearly been a disagreement, but there's no sign of a knife, and on further discussion with the callers, the police decide to leave this one for now.
After the governor's spoken to the people upstairs, they don't want to substantiate nothing, all right? So you're not going to get nipped. You are not to go knocking on their door, harass them in any way. If you do, you'll be up for arrest, all right?
Whatever you say, darling.
Right, hopefully that'll be the last we have to see of him tonight.
In Hammersmith, there's another scooter on the run from the law and another driver with no insurance. Uninsured motorists are a major danger on the roads of London. Across the UK, 4 people are killed every week by uninsured drivers, and police are clamping down. When this rider realises he's not going to get away from PC's Gardner and Hockenhull, he gives himself up, and the officers begin to find out why he ran.
As soon as you saw us coming down the road, you drove off. Come and join us on the pavement. Why are you driving your bike again when you've got no insurance?
Okay, the thing is this, I wasn't driving, like I lived just in Fulham and I was just driving.
You shouldn't be driving your bike then, should you?
PC Gardner does a little more questioning and starts unravelling more of this guy's story.
You got a licence? Yes, I do have a licence.
A full licence?
It's like it's in the police taking points off.
So you've already got points? How many points have you got?
I've got 3 points left.
So you've got 9 points on a provisional licence. Are you sure you're not disqualified?
Well, I've got 3 points left.
This guy clearly isn't the world's greatest driver, and these 2 cops aren't going to let him carry on tearing up the roads on his scooter.
You're driving way too fast, away from a police car, and you haven't got any insurance.
The reason why I was going so fast is because a friend of mine has got my speakers and I wanted to get them before like he went in.
That is the worst excuse I've ever heard.
I swear on my mum's life, you can ask my friend.
But no amount of excuses is going to stop PC Gardner taking this guy off the road.
What's going to happen now is your bike's going to be impounded.
You need insurance to get it back though. Every day it's there until you get insurance, you get charged if you want your bike back. And it's either that or the bike just gets taken off you and gets crushed.
No, okay.
The young driver isn't happy with his predicament. He's all but just lost his licence.
You get 6 points for this.
Well, that means I ain't got a license.
Well, you shouldn't be driving a car without insurance. Bike without insurance.
The rider now has to walk home. His scooter will be taken away, and if he doesn't get insurance and collect it, it'll be crushed.
Get
out of the car.
Coming up, a routine stop uncovers a substantial stash.
He's got gear on and coffin.
Tempers fray as the robbery squad make an arrest.
Okay, do you want to open the door so I can do it, or I will kick the door in? Not a problem then.
You're not kicking the door in.
The door's going in.
And the burglary team go after London's most wanted.
At the back door.
Please open the door.
Open the door, I'm putting it in, I can see someone going out the back.
It's early afternoon, and PC Rich Hargate and Sergeant Andy Jessup are patrolling the streets of Hammersmith. And it's not long before a passing car gets PC Hargate's sixth sense fired up.
Yeah, vehicle check on the move, Fulham Road.
The driver and the passenger seem nervous. The cops stop the car to have a chat with the driver and get a closer look at the passenger.
Why aren't you wearing your seatbelt?
Sorry, officer. What's the camera for?
Get out of the car. Just keep your hands where I can see him, mate. Just go over there, mate.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, he's not filming you, don't worry about that. Is this your car?
Yeah.
How long you had it, mate?
I've had it for about a month and a half.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got any identification on you, mate?
I haven't got anything with me, no.
No, you've been arrested before?
Yeah.
What for?
Just fighting and stuff.
Fighting and stuff?
Yeah.
Anything else? No? Okay.
What's that for?
The driver's known to police, and PC Hargate has already seen something in the car that makes him suspicious.
No? Got any drugs on you? You take drugs?
No.
Take cannabis?
Nope.
No? Why is there sort of drugs paraphernalia in the footwells? By that I mean sort of small little bits of paper, loose tobacco in the footwells. Why is that?
The car's a bit dirty, to be honest, you know.
As I said, there's drugs paraphernalia in the footwells, all right? So you're going to be searched for drugs. You got anything on you shouldn't have? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't put your hand in there. What do you do for a job?
I'm plumber.
You're a plumber, yeah? How much money is here?
About 1,400.
Why have you got £1,400 on you?
It's from the job.
What job?
From one of my jobs. I've been collecting some money up to sit for a while mode.
The man's got a lot of cash on him, and there's possible evidence of drug use in the car. So PC Hargate gives him a thorough search, making sure he doesn't miss any of the usual hiding places.
Sit down. Sit down. He's got gear on him. Cuff him.
The man has a substantial amount of what looks like crack tucked inside his belt.
What is that? Got a lot of crack on him.
It's midday in Hammersmith, and PC Gary Salmon from the Robbery Squad is on the hunt for a suspected mobile phone thief.
We're on our way to arrest two suspects for a robbery that occurred last night around 2 o'clock.
A young boy was mugged, and the man who lives here was named as the prime suspect. There's no answer at the door, but PC Salmon can see crutches inside and food on the table, and he's certain the suspect is in.
Come and open the door, I'll kick it in.
But before he can take it any further, there's a commotion on the road behind him.
You won't kick no door in. Go away.
Can you let us in, please?
Get that out of my face,
Right.
no.
Can we let us in,
Yeah,
please?
you go back. Go back. What?
Right, I'm not going to let you open the door and then close the door on me again, okay?
I ain't gonna close the
Basically,
door on
I'm
you.
here to see okay?
But what? I'm mum.
I need to find out whether he's in there before I tell you what he's arrested
You
for.
guys just don't leave my son alone.
I'll
get the enforcer sent
It's not a problem, we'll put the door in then. It's not a problem. Yes, we can, because we believe he's in there. Okay, he's wanted for an arrestable offence,
Well, you
okay?
just give me 2 minutes then, right, okay? Because I'm going to get my husband.
Right, well, the difficulty is, okay, is I don't know now whether or not you're assisting an offender that I am trying to
I'll go
arrest.
away, I'm a
No, I'm not going to go
47-year-old.
away.
I'm a
Okay, do you want to
47-year-old.
open the door so I can do it,
I've got
or
no
I will kick
keys.
the door in? Not a problem then.
You're not
That's
kicking
fine.
the door in.
The door's going in.
I'm a responsible parent.
Okay, that's
I don't
fine.
need you
Okay,
shouting at me,
okay, don't
okay?
talk to me then.
No amount of reasoning is getting through to this woman. She seems determined just to stall PC Salmon.
No, I don't know what's going on. You won't tell me.
Right.
You know, all you're saying is, all I know is my son was at the hospital last night.
How old is
He's 18, yes, I know,
Okay,
but
so
I'm
he's
his
an
mum,
adult.
okay?
Then, out of nowhere, the suspect appears on the road behind them.
He ain't in there. There he is.
Right, excellent.
He's not going in handcuffs.
Yeah, you are going in
No,
handcuffs.
no. Why'd you keep doing this?
You're going in handcuffs. You're going in handcuffs.
Listen, there's 3 of you.
What are you doing? You're going in handcuffs.
Seriously, what are you
all right?
doing? I've got a
bad foot.
You're
You're
even listening.
That's all right.
Come on. Why do you need 3 of you? He's an 18-year-old boy.
Because he's not compliant, is he? At the moment?
What do you mean? He's not
Come on, we'll go in the car. Well, he's not complying, is he?
And as soon as the suspect is cuffed, he starts to show signs of an asthma attack. And then he starts to cry.
Okay. What are they doing here for? Please don't put handcuffs on him. Put them on him.
Because we don't know him, okay?
I know him.
Well, I don't know you though, do I?
He's asthmatic, okay, and he can't stand up with his foot. Right, what more do you want? Right, he will stand.
The boy's mother is becoming increasingly worried about his condition.
No, I want an ambulance now, before he goes anywhere. I want an ambulance now. Get an ambulance, please, now. Now, do it, please.
Back at PC Hargate's roadside stop, it turns out his suspicions were right on the money.
What is that? Whoa, 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 whoa.
But this suspect has suddenly become unable to speak.
What is that? Hello, what is that? Hello, what is that? You're listening to me?
A routine roadside search has uncovered a stash of what looks like crack cocaine.
That is, that's 60 rocks. What is that? What is that?
The passenger from the car has also been struck dumb.
If you've got an explanation as to why you've got that in your possession, tell the officer now. If you haven't, you're an idiot.
What is it? What is all that? Hello?
Do you know anything about that? Do you know anything about that?
Right, you've got £1,600 on you in cash and a big lump of what I suspect to be a controlled drug, Class A drugs. I suspect you're involved in the supply of Class A drugs. All right, so you're under arrest for possession of Class A with intent to supply.
Backup has arrived to help search the car.
Have a right good look, mate, everywhere.
No more drugs are found in the car, but PC Rich Hargate's investigations aren't over yet, and there's still the question of money.
You're also under arrest on suspicion of money laundering.
All that's left to do now is a strip search.
Spread your legs. Bend. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Wait there. We've brought them back here, they've been strip searched, nothing else has been found. It's just a case now of getting authority from our inspector and going around to their home addresses and see if we can find any more drugs or anything, again, that will give us more evidence as to those individuals doing drug supply.
Drugs are at the heart of the cycle of crime on London streets, and crack dealers play a major role.
Oh, beautiful. Nice little crack pipe.
Crack and heroin users account for nearly 12% of London's street crime, and breaking the supply chain is a top priority for officers of Hammersmith and Fulham. Thanks to PC Hargate's keen eye for criminals, this could be one less on the streets and more drugs removed from circulation.
Thank you very much. All right, mate.
Back at the home of the suspected thief, the volume still hasn't died down.
Oh, God, shut up! Christ's sake, leave him alone!
Don't touch me. Look, I'm not going nowhere.
You are under arrest.
Yes, I know I'm under arrest. I've got a bad foot. I'm not running anywhere.
Care.
I've got a bad foot.
But when PC Salmon manages to get a word in, the woman's story begins to unravel.
So he wasn't in your house then?
Who?
Your son?
I got a phone call from my son, okay, to tell me that you guys were about to kick the door down.
Yeah.
I told him, don't open the door till I got there. I've left my granddaughter at the playhouse, and I've run
so
all the way down here.
why did you tell me that he wasn't in there then?
I'm 47 years old,
Why did you
okay?
tell me that he wasn't in the address then?
What address?
You said that he wasn't in there. He's
because
not
he weren't in there
there.
when I was ringing him. I don't know where he's gone.
He was in the address. He's just admitted that his mum told him not to open the door, which is what you've just said to me.
Don't you start on me, questioning me.
No, I'm asking you a question.
And I ain't going to tell you an
All
answer.
right,
Leave me
suit
alone.
yourself then.
It turns out the suspect was in the house, and when he appeared on the street, he had in fact climbed out of a back window and walked round.
Okay? At the end of the day, we came to arrest you, okay? You wouldn't let us in the house and then you went out the back door. Okay? Well, why can't you just open the door to us? You're an 18-year-old, you're an adult.
And according to this woman, PC Salmon is to blame for the rather public nature of this scene.
There's a whole street full of people. I've lived here all my life. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody knows my business.
Yep.
All right, I ain't got a problem with that because they're nice people.
Right.
But you guys are disgusting. The way you spoke to me, you spoke to him and everything else.
But the simple fact is, and see, that's just it. You're happy to say something to me.
You are unbelievable. Do you think I'm a hard criminal or something?
No, we don't.
He might not be a hard criminal, but he is now under arrest on suspicion of robbery. And so, after all this, the suspect ends up cuffed and in the back of a police van. PC's Joe Walsh and Santo Sorci from the Hammersmith and Fulham robbery squad have spotted a car being driven erratically.
I've just seen him turn into this road from the main road. He's done a little loop. His driving isn't the best. He was going a bit fast. He's got kids around here, so just have a little chat to him.
There he is. FH, catch it, please.
The officers do a check on the car to make sure it's not known for anything serious, such as firearms or drugs, but the checks come back clear. So they stop him to see what he's got to say about his driving.
Are you going to stop, sir? Sir, come join me over here.
Why are you cameraing me?
He's not, he's cameraing us. Come over here, sir.
The man is already agitated and starts acting aggressively as soon as he gets out of the car.
Is this your vehicle?
Yeah.
It is.
You stop cameraing me, mate.
He's cameraing me.
No, he's cameraing me.
What's your name, please?
I don't want to say it on the camera. Can you move the camera and I'll tell you
on the camera?
No.
Is this your car?
The man is already known to police. In fact, he's just come from a court appearance.
Friday I got nicked. Saturday, Sunday, I went to court this morning.
Yeah.
I've got let off from court today because the whole reason I got thing was on a Friday. Can you stop cameraing me? What's wrong with this?
They're filming us. They're filming us, not you.
Turn around, that's fine. Right. So what happened is, because I didn't give a sample of my saliva.
Oh yeah, drugs test.
Yeah,
so you had to go to court.
I went to court.
Yeah.
Can you go in my pocket?
And what? And what? Is this your car?
This is my car. It's insured. I got insurance.
It's not coming back in your name. So don't worry about that.
I'm out of here. Don't go in your
PC Sorci is satisfied there's nothing else going on here, so all he needs to do now is talk to the man about his driving, if he can get a word in.
Right, my colleague's going to explain to you why we okay? So.
To be fair, I don't really care what happened before,
listen to my
where
colleague.
you've been, what's happened with your car, your radiator, all this. Right, that doesn't really interest me. Okay? I want to know why you're driving around like an idiot.
It's because my
There's
car...
a school kicking out at that time. There were children crossing the road. You going around like a hoon.
Because my car kept stopping. It's not me.
Doesn't
the car is going rum like that.
It should be on the road then, should it?
No, but I know I should park.
This man's got an answer for everything. He can't seem to keep his mouth shut.
Am I clean?
You have got insurance, which is commendable.
I just want to get to the hospital. I'm in pain.
You're going in the opposite direction to the hospital now.
No, Hammersmith Hospital is there.
Charing Cross is down that way.
No, but I don't want to create too much traffic. Please, I'm just confused.
I bet you £10 that you don't go to the hospital. You're not, are you? You're not going to the hospital, are you?
Well, I'm going to park up my car.
And now it's time for the driver to turn on the charm.
You know something? You're a pretty lady as well.
Get off.
Fun though it would be for PC Sorci and Walsh to stay and chat, they're happy to let this man go. But after all the complaints, now he wants to be on the telly.
Can you put me on a Bollywood channel? Please, not a normal TV.
Okay, mate.
So all the Indian girls are watching, yeah?
Coming up, the drug squad are always on call, rain or shine. Not even hailstones can stop them. The burglary and robbery teams join forces to take on a well-known criminal.
Top front clear. Top floor's clear.
And one man's big mouth almost gets him banged up.
Take me to jail. I want to go see my cousins, my brothers.
Today, the robbery squad and the proactive burglary squad are teaming up to go after one of London's most wanted. The target is a burglar with a history of violent behaviour, carrying weapons and running from police.
Last time he was arrested by our good selves, had a knife, I believe it was in his right pocket, screwdriver, which he claimed to be for his own protection. And that's what he's recently been in prison for, so let's be aware of that. A body armour on fellas and ladies, and it's all human rights compliant.
The aim of today's raid is to arrest him and look for stolen property.
We also believe he's connected to a burglary where a television was stolen, a 42-inch plasma telly. This is within a week of him getting out of prison. What my intention is to knock on the door, and if we get a positive response, all very well. But there's lots of messing around and the door isn't being open, we're going to put it in and deal with it as a rapid entry. When we get on the premises, I can't tell you who's going to be in there. I'd imagine some of his associates, it being the daylight till he's there, will be there. So let's handcuff everybody until we know who they are.
They're not taking any chances with this guy. There will be 2 dog handlers on the scene, complete with their German Shepherd dogs, known amongst police as land sharks, in case he tries to run.
We're going to knock on the door. If we don't get an answer and there's some answering around, we're going to kick the door in. We've got a warrant and we're searching that premises whether he's in there or not.
And so the teams head off in convoy to carry out the potentially dangerous operation.
We've been asked to assist our colleagues from the proactive burglary squad to conduct a warrant on a who has been involved in burglaries in the area.
Here it is, on the left.
With one dog waiting round the back of the house, the teams move in.
The police, open the door! There's a dog around the back.
Someone's going out the back door. Someone's going out the back door.
The police, open the door!
Open the door, I'm putting it in, I can see someone going out the back. Hurry up.
The dogs at the back of the building means no one's getting out that way, and police pile in through the front door. If he's in there, he's as good as nicked.
I'm behind the door! You're pushing me!
In Fulham, the drug squad are joining forces with rapid entry teams to raid 2 suspected drug dealers. It's not their usual type of target. These aren't your average heroin dealers, but suspected suppliers of club drugs like ecstasy, GHB and ketamine. Recently, major London nightclubs have played host to a spate of drug-related deaths. It is time for the drug squad to make their presence felt on the clubbing scene by hitting them where it hurts. As they approach the target road, a sudden hailstorm hits. You wouldn't think it, but the storm is actually going to help the police. The noise and confusion is perfect cover for the team's surprise entry.
Straight. One man, we're taking it back.
The 2 suspected dealers are in the house, and now both are in custody. One of them has a heart condition, so the drug squad have an ambulance already waiting outside. He is taken to hospital as a precaution, and the other suspect is taken to the nick. Before the police have even started their search, they think they've found drugs.
We got Special K.
Coke and Cat.
Yeah, we got Amphit and Speed, we think.
How many grams?
At the moment, probably about 10.
Back at the house of Hammersmith and Fulham's most wanted, the search has begun to find out who's home.
Top room clear! Top front clear! Top floor's clear!
Is he there?
Unfortunately, the man they're looking for isn't in the house, much to the disappointment of the dogs, but the team are finding plenty of suspected stolen property.
Searching the property now for any stolen articles. There was a burglary last night where a Sony TV, flat screen TV, was taken. That's actually in the backyard, sitting on the grass, so at least that's been recovered. And we'll see if we find anything else.
One Sony flat screen, Robbery TV. What we've recovered from this address is we've recovered 3 flat screen TVs, all high value TVs. Also recovered a Bose iPod docking station, high value mobile phones, iPods, digital cameras, and to be honest with you, a whole selection of small handheld electrical items, all being stolen.
Next, it's time to search the garage and the car.
Everybody in the address is on benefit or is a drug user, and they fly around in an 05 plate, 10,000 to £15,000 car. Questions to be asked, really, isn't it?
The police don't find the man they're after, but they do find his mobile phone number, so they give him a call.
Tell him to come here.
Watching it.
He's allegedly saying he can see us, he knows we're here. So it's really a question of if he's going to hand himself in or we'll go from there. But it's just ongoing at the moment. The occupants of the house are obviously quite keen for him to give himself up because obviously causing hassle here. But we'll see if he shows his face.
It's now a waiting game.
Been waiting for about 20-25 minutes, hoping he'll turn up. So just fingers crossed and wait until he does, really.
If he's got any sense, he'll hand himself in. The officer's patience is wearing thin.
He's on the phone, allegedly somewhere near here.
I have to say, I'll believe that when I see him. All right, well, if he does, fantastic.
But otherwise, we've got no choice but to arrest the two people in there, really. So.
They're left with no choice but to arrest the people in the house.
See what kind of prick he is, he'll get the whole fucking world through.
They were found in the house surrounded by electrical items, and in absence of the prime suspect, they will be arrested for handling stolen goods.
He's come off now, mate. I ain't going nowhere.
No. Can't come off until we get custody. So, you know what's going to happen in the car, do we? I don't know. We've never met before, have we?
No, we haven't.
Detective Sergeant Jim Mackey will keep trying on the phone, but even if the suspected burglar doesn't show up, this won't be the last he'll hear from the police.
See if the skipper can coax him to coming in. If he comes in, he comes in. If he doesn't, then we'll just keep doing this until we keep rattling his cage, you know, going to any premises that we know he's been at or any family where he might be staying, do you know what I mean? Keep doing that until we get him.
And while he's giving the cops the runaround, his friends will be paying the price. Back at the scene of the drugs raid, the TSG have smashed their way in without any problems, arrested the two occupants, and now the drugs team are beginning their search of the house.
Yeah, we've just spoken to the guy that we found in the front room, and he's indicated to some amphetamine and speed and cocaine in the kitchen. We're just exhibiting that at the moment. We're starting with the dog now, the sniffer dog in the front room, and he's going to go around and see if there's anything hidden away. Interestingly enough, when the guys went through the door, one of the other occupants made towards the back of the flat. So maybe he was going to secure something or dispose of something. So we're going to check that out as well. We're just letting the dog go through at the moment.
The flat is full of small pots and ornaments. There could be any number of places to hide drugs. Using a drugs dog is the fastest way of narrowing down the search of the house. If there are drugs here, the team will find them.
The guy that was in the front room, he's been helpful. He's pointed out drugs in the kitchen, and he's been arrested for possession of intent to supply Class A and C drugs. The dog's still going around the place, trying to find some other bits. And when the dog's finished, we'll come in behind and we'll do fingertip searches.
The dog's search of the lounge and bathroom doesn't get a result. But as more members of the team start photographing the scene as evidence, the drug squad move on to a fingertip search of the kitchen.
Chances are there might be more poked away somewhere.
The first thing they find is more drugs.
We've got 10 wraps containing a white powder there. They're deals that are ready to go. We think amphet or speed at this stage. There's 3 paper deals in there. Again, either amphet or speed, we think. Self-sealed bags, again containing a white powder. Either amphet or speed again, I'd imagine. We've got a large tin here which contains a number of self-sealed plastic bags. There's probably 500 to 1,000 self-sealed bags there. A Glenmorangie malt Scotch whisky tin, and that's the one that contains a substantial amount of self-sealed bags and white powder. We've got the digital weighing scales. It traces the white powder on there, and again more lists. This is good evidence from our point of view as well to support the theory that they're obviously supplying drugs. You've got a list there of various amounts of money.
Drug dealing is big business, and it would appear that these two men have not been entirely honest about their income.
when there's numerous bank statements, credit cards, there's lists there to do with drug dealing, people that they owe money to, people who owe them money. So the evidence is starting to stack up against him, really. One of the statements shows a balance of just over 5,000 and another one of just over 3,000. And we're talking about people that are on benefits. Who says that crime doesn't pay?
Under new laws, all money and assets gained through criminal activity can be recovered by police. And that could leave these suspects with nothing. Coming up, another dangerous driver is taken off the streets.
It's not very safe, is it?
And a car search sets off a loose cannon.
I'm a fucking soldier. I'm a fucking soldier. It doesn't really matter. I can go, I can jump in any motherfucking car. Look, them fools, them little boys.
The Hammersmith and Fulham robbery squad are out on patrol in West London, and they've spotted a car driving around an area known for drug dealing. A check with the police computer reveals that the car is linked with an assault, so the officers decide to stop it and ask some questions.
Both yourself and your two friends, plus the car, are all going to be searched under Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act for offensive weapons. Do you have any weapons on you?
Nothing at all.
Good, nothing sharp.
ID.
You ever been arrested before? Of course, what do you mean, of course you have? You could have said yes. What have you been arrested for? Are you on bail for anything at the minute? What are you on bail for?
The front passenger is known to police, but he doesn't have any weapons on him. But he does have a criminal record and some drugs.
I don't touch that. I do not touch that.
It's only a small amount of cannabis, and PC Sorchi is prepared to just give the man a warning.
You can receive a cannabis warning for that.
You know what?
Okay. Which means you don't get arrested.
Yeah, can I just say something to you?
Go on.
I'm not no angel, right?
Yep.
But I used to be on hard drugs. I've got a criminal record. I'm on bail for something silly, criminal damage.
But a search of the car reveals something a little more sinister.
This is the crack pipe.
I don't know about that.
You big man.
You adamant
so it's
you
not
don't do
just
drugs?
drink.
I don't think it's got anything to do with. I don't know. I don't think he's never mentioned that. I've never known him to take crack.
Checks on our systems have basically shown cars known to an incident of assault. So we stopped the vehicle, we got the 3 occupants out. They've been searched. Well, my guy in the back of the car has been searched for drugs because of the location they were in. A crack pipe's been found in the floor by his feet, so I think he's under the effects of drugs. His behaviour is seeming up and down.
The rear passenger's behaviour suddenly goes from relatively calm to downright bizarre.
I'm a fucking soldier. I'm a fucking soldier. It doesn't really matter. I can go, I can jump in any motherfucking car. Look, them fools, them little boys.
Listen, do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. Yeah.
His friends are trying to calm him down, but he's gradually getting more aggressive.
Stop your fucking noise now, right? I don't expect this shit.
PC's Mark Warnes and Chloe Harrison have spotted a moped bearing just one L plate.
You've got a rear L plate, yeah, but you haven't got one on the front of your vehicle? Why?
I think one is enough.
One is enough?
Yeah. Got one on the front, one on the back. Where's your driver licence?
He hasn't got it.
It's not long before PC Chloe Harrison spots another problem with the moped.
Where's your tax disc? You're supposed to have tax affixed onto your bike. You're supposed to have it like stuck on, aren't you? Your tax disc.
And then there's another problem.
According to the DVLA, this vehicle isn't insured.
Impossible, I'm paid £22 every month.
It's 3 months at least since your tax expired. You've also told the DVLA that you've taken your vehicle off the road. What's going to happen is we're going to seize the bike.
The moped is in poor condition, with the back end held together with bungee straps, making this man a danger not just to himself but to everyone else on the road as well.
It's not very safe, is it? He's a French driver licence holder. He's unable to produce that to us. So what we're doing is we're seizing his bike from him under Section 165 of the Road Traffic Act, and he can come down with a valid certificate of insurance down to the vehicle pound and get it back.
The rider turns out to be a delivery man for the local Chinese, and somewhere in West London right now there's a lady eagerly awaiting her chicken chow mein. But unfortunately, the list of problems here is still growing.
Let's talk about your immigration conditions. You have to report weekly, don't you, to the Immigration Service?
Yes.
Okay, you haven't been reporting weekly. If you fail to report again, you'll be circulated as being wanted by them for arrest. And you'll be arrested. Okay, you're in breach of your conditions at the moment. Now, they don't want you arrested on this occasion because I've just asked them. But what you need to do is you need to make sure that you stop working until you gain permission from the Immigration Service, or again, they will have you arrested for being in breach of those conditions. Okay.
It's a tricky case for PC Warns, but no matter how bad this man's situation is, the rules are there for a reason, and they have to be followed.
You know, you are in a difficult situation, but you need to speak to your immigration advisor about that.
It's not a good outcome for the moped rider. His bike is not roadworthy, and it's dangerous to other road users. All he's left with is a ticking off, a cold chow mein, and a long walk home. Back at the drug search, the young passenger's behaviour is becoming more and more erratic.
Take me to jail. I want to go see my cousins, my brothers. I want to see my cousins, my homies.
The robbery squad are waiting for information on one of the passengers to come back before they can let the men go.
One of them could possibly be wanted for a matter, and that's really now what we're checking out to try and ascertain.
The question now is whether the passenger can hold his tongue long enough to avoid being arrested.
How long does it take?
Hey, will you shut up, please? Get in the car.
Take him away. Let's take him away. Whatever.
The police are willing to let these men go, but not before PC Sorchi has issued a cannabis warning to the front passenger.
I'm going to caution you.
Yeah, just leave me alone.
I'm going to caution you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
If you two keep interrupting,
you know what I mean?
It's going to take all night.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Go and sit down.
Thank you very much.
Right. You're not under arrest.
Right, sir.
What you're signing to here is that you are aware possession of cannabis is a criminal offence. You've also been informed that you will not be prosecuted on this occasion. You should begin the cannabis warning. So that's the end of it. If you're happy with that, sign there.
You'll be a sergeant one day, mate.
Oh, God. God help us. And lastly, sign the bag where your drugs are in.
The three men are free to go on their way.
See you later.
But far from seizing the opportunity, the rear passenger just can't keep his mouth shut.
Yo! What's going on then? Walk away. Walk away.
You go away or you're going to get arrested.
Arrest me. Shut your fucking mouth, right? Get in the car. How can I have a fucking informant? They never done you nothing wrong. Right? Get in the car. Right?
His friends managed to get him into the car just seconds before he would have got himself nicked.
He comes out again, he's coming in the van.
Get in there. You know what? No more drink for this one. Later.